Tonight, Stoner's Pizza Gridiron Game of the Week is brought to you by Stoner's Pizza, U Parkham, U Salem, Texas Border Grill, Kudzu Seafood, Cherokee Brick and Tile, Bill Harden Music, Pawn Max Incorporated, Apparel Authority, Macon Touchdown Club, BT Media Productions, and Middle Georgia State University. Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome into the Ed DePore Sports Complex. Russell Deese, glad to have you with us as we are about to get underway on a delayed kickoff. The Westside Seminoles will take it as we're about 45 minutes late getting started here tonight, and it'll go into the end zone, and that's where the Seminoles will down it, and they'll take over on their own 20-yard line. Glad to have you with us on another Stoner's Pizza Gridiron Game of the Week here on DSBN Sports. Don't forget we are live on the website at dsbnsports.com, on our Facebook page at Facebook at DSBN Sports, and on YouTube as well. Just go to DSBN Sports, 2 words, and subscribe to our channel, and you can watch it live on the big screen at the house. If you're out and about in the city tonight, you can see our games broadcast live on the big screen at Stoner's Pizza on Forsyth Road in Macon, Highway 96 in Warner Robins, Kudzu Seafood, and Texas Border Grill. So we'll get started here with the Seminoles. We'll get back to some of the pregame here. Victor Dixon will be in the shotgun. Kelvin Clark will be his lone setback. Go to Clark. He'll step in. He'll get to the 21 or the 22, and that's where he'll be tackled by the Peach County Trojans, and that's number 45 in on the tackle for the Trojans. And we'll check his, I think that was 45, and it was. And that was Sergio Allen. We are having a late start getting started here tonight. Glad to have you with us. Dixon will come out. He'll go wides to either side. Take, and he's going to leave it underneath with Kelvin Clark again, and not a whole lot of room to run. He comes in 53 carries, 344 yards, and 2 touchdowns. 6.5-yard average. Dixon comes in 41 of 102, 623 yards, 7 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He'll go to Omar Jones, Jalen Borden. You'll see Tashawn Freeman. Kevin Clark in the background will go Shannon Pearson as well, and Khalil McBride will get some as well. Take and look. Dixon going to throw a fade pattern down here. He's got Jalen Borden, and he just reached too far for him. Back in the coverage that time for the Peach County Trojans was number 10, Shamarcus Redding, along with number 2, Rodney Howe. So the Trojans will go 3 and out at the 10:50 mark here of the first period of play, and they'll kick it deep. And that's going to be the dangerous man, Kyrus Jackson, headed to the University of Georgia next year. But he comes in with this year already with 17 receptions for 334 yards. He's got some rushing yards to go with it. Seminoles will have to kick it away. Jackson will stand along his own 45, 47-yard line. He'll move up now. Good snap. Trojans don't come after it. Give him time to kick. He'll move up. Ball will bounce on the 40. And he's going to pick it. He's going to touch it. And the Seminoles are going to pick the first mistake of the night. And that was number 9 on the recovery. Kyrus Jackson tried to pick it up, and it hit him in the chest, and Shannon Pearson gives the Seminoles the first turnover of the night. So first down and 10 for the Seminoles, and they need to take advantage of it here against an explosive Peach County football team. Tashawn Freeman will be in the game. Take, and they'll give it to number 23 that time, and that's Kelvin Clark. On a first down play, and he's going to go from the 32. He'll pick up 5, maybe 7. They'll give him 5 down to the 26. We'll call it second and a long 4. Dixon will come up to the line. Wide out to this far side will be Borden, with a man in a slot next to him. That'll be Freeman. Going to look, going to throw a fade to Borden. He's got him this time in the end zone. Off his fingertips. Had a man beat. Couldn't get it to him. Back on the coverage that time, number 2, Chris Gibson for the Peach County Trojans. So it'll bring up a 3rd down and long 4. They've got to get to the 22. They're at the 26. Going to say he's got to punch it just to the other side. Dixon get his play from Coach Rispert. Redding will be, Emery will be to that far side. Taken, look, got a man underneath. He's wide open on the 20. 15, cuts it inside to the 11, maybe the 12. They'll knock him down along the 13. It was Omar Jones. Jones comes in with 15 receptions on the year, 188 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Emery will go split to that far side. Borden will come to this near side. Take and going to leave it with LaKelvin Clark. Clark will step in, get to about the 10. He'll pick up about 2 on the play, maybe 3. Go from the 13 to about the 10, rather. Omar Jones will come out limping a little bit. And in his place will come in number 8, and that's Brendan Anderson. Anderson will be split to this near side. Emery to the far side. Take, shotgun, go to LaKevin Clark, steps in. Going to get hit and stood up right there by number 4 for the Peach County Trojans, and that was Jaquez Jackson, the senior linebacker. He was the first one to get him, and he's going to go from about the 9. He'll get into about the 8. Got to get to the 5 to pick up a new set of downs. Key 3rd down play here. Brendan Anderson will stay in, as we have not seen Jones come back on. 3rd down and 3, got to get to the 5. Go to LaKevin. He'll step in. He's going to be really close where they mark it at, and they're going to mark it right along that 5-yard line, and I believe he's going to be about a half a yard short. Going to be a little short, and this is a key play early in this ball game. Emery to one side, Anderson to the near. In a shotgun, look back over to Coach Risper to get his play. LaKelvin Clark going to take. He's going to hand it inside. Peach County's going to hit him. They're going to drive him back, and it's going to be turned over on downs. So number 72 was one of the first one, number 22 rather, one of the first ones in there for the Trojans. And that was Deon Cooper. Only update we've got Stratford and Lincoln County and Single A over in Lincolnton. That is tied at 7, 2:32 left to go in the second period. So the Trojans will take over on downs, and they'll have their first shot at it tonight. Antonio Gilbert, Chris Gibson will be the man behind him in an offset eye. Send a man in motion. They'll leave it with Gibson. He'll step in. He'll get about a yard, maybe 2, as he'll get up there to about the 7 or 8, maybe the 10. Let's see where they mark him at. That's an awfully good spot, and they gave him that. Tackle on the play for the Seminoles that time made by number 48, Brian Burton. 2nd down and about, we'll call it a long 5, in a shotgun. Gilbert going to take, and he's going to deal it inside. And we'll check the number there on him. And that was Chris Gibson. Chris comes in tonight, 68 carries, 340 yards, 7 touchdowns. He also has 9 receptions, 120 through the air, and 2 touchdowns. Antonio Gilbert, well, he's been pretty good this year. 65 of 108 passing for 832 yards, 6 touchdowns. He's rushed it 30 times for 90 yards. In a shotgun, go trips to this far side. Going to look, going to throw a little swing pass out there, and it's going to fall incomplete as he was trying to go just kind of a little short wheel route out to Chris Gibson that time. And it's going to bring up a third down now. Second down, rather, for the Trojans. Look for wideouts. It could be Turkle Jefferson or Turkel. 10 receptions, 102 yards. Karis Jackson, of course, 17 receptions, 335 yards on the year. Look, and going to throw it out in the flat this time, and he's got Jefferson, and Jefferson's going to be brought down right along the 21 by number 24 for the Seminoles. And on that tackle that time was DJ Williams. Third down, key third down coming early in this game. Seminoles drove it on a turnover, but were not unable to make it happen. Third down. Gibson this time will come out in the slot to this near side. They'll look, throw out in the flat. Got a man, and that's Karis Jackson, and he is going to be tackled right along the 28-yard line, maybe the 29, and he's going to be very close, and I think he's going to have a first down, and that should move the chains. Just did a little curl route underneath or a hook. Set in behind the linebacker, and he got it to him. Good throw that time by Gilbert. Millard Thomas will be another one of your wideouts to look at. Jalen Gibson. Gibson in the backfield. Tall sweep to him. Coming to this near side. They'll plug it up a little bit, and he'll break away. Get across the 35, roll on up to the 39, and he'll pick up 10 big yards and a new set of downs for the Trojans. Trayvon Wolfock comes in. 28 carries, 220 yards, and 3 touchdowns. He's averaging 7.9 a carry, and that showed you right there why. Jefferson will go to that far side. Jackson will be the slot man take. Quarterback's going to take and run it himself, but here comes a blue flag, and this is Prostate Awareness Month, and so you're going to see a lot of blue on the field here tonight instead of your traditional yellow. An outstanding cause. Ball start against the Trojans. That'll back them up 5. Jefferson will go to the sidelines. Go trips right this time. Take, looks out in the flat. Got a man out here, number 26. And let's see, you're going to push him back. He's going to get to the 45. He'll pick his 5 back and 5 more. And that was Millard Thomas on the reception. And he comes in with 10 receptions and 89 yards on the season. They'll split them both this time. We'll get a flag, and let's see if we'll get a false start. Will they get encroachment? That's exactly what they'll do. So that'll pick them up a new set of downs, and it'll be a first down. So that'll bring the ball out along the 50-yard line. Jefferson will go split to that far side with Karis Jackson in the slot. Go with 2 in the backfield this time. Thomas and Gibson. Check that. That is not Thomas. Gibson is the deep setback. Gilbert going to give it, and he's going to give it to Gibson. He's got room to run. He's going to pick up 8 big yards. He'll roll out into the 42-yard line of the Westside Seminoles with 4:39 to go in this clock, and it still runs here in the first period of play. If you're just joining us, we had about a 45-minute rain and lightning delay here at the Ed DePore Sports Complex. So we're a little late getting on the air, but we are here now. Jefferson will go to that far side. Kyrus Jackson will go in motion. Take, and they'll leave it with Gibson. He's got a big hole. He runs into the official, and he's tackled down on the 31-yard line. And we got an official that's a little slow getting up. Number 32 for the Seminoles in on the tackle that time. And that is Nate Brookins. First and 10 at the 31. This time they'll take and give it to Gibson. He'll get on the corner, 30, 25, 23, maybe the 22. They'll mark him at the 23, but it's enough for the first down as he leans into it. New set of downs, just methodically pounding here on this Westside defensive front. Jefferson will be the wide out to this far side now. This time, Kyrus Jackson will come wide to this side. Let's see if they move him in motion. And everybody pays attention to him in the defense. Taking a little hook route, and it was beautifully thrown right as he made his break. The ball was there for him, and a great pass by Antonio Gilbert. And he was on the money with it. He released that ball a split second before he made his break on Jefferson did, right there on that little hook route along to the 16-yard line, and he's going to be 2 yards short of the first down. Westside taking a timeout here. We'll take one with them. 30 seconds. It's a Stoner Pizza Gridiron Game of the Week on DSBNSports.com. We'll return after this message. Can't keep up with them.
Oh my, what a pizza pie. Take one bite and you'll say it too. In fact, take one bite of anything they cook at Stoner's Pizza Joint and they've got you. You'll immediately taste the difference because they make their dough daily, use only the finest cheese and top quality meats. Stoner's even cuts their vegetables fresh every day. Combine all that on the crisp crust taste of a stone oven, and in between bites you'll say, oh my, what a pizza pie. Stoner's Pizza Joint, Forsyth Road, Macon, and Houston Lake Road, Warner Robins.
Welcome back to the Ed DePore Sports Complex. Russell Deese, glad to have you with us on this football Friday night. There's a lot of key games out there. Warner Robins has gone to West Lawrence tonight. Undefeated Northeast here in AA in the Macon area. They are on the road. I believe they are at Hawkinsville or Bleckley County. I'll have to check that. Take, and they'll give it and they keep it to the tailback. And that was number 1 on the carry. No, a direct snap to Chris Gibson. And Gibson adds 10 more yards. And he'll get in, well, make it about 7 or 8 yards on that carry. Gibson now is going into the Wildcat formation. Take and snip it directly to him. And he's going to step in for a touchdown from 8 yards out. Yes, and he is in. So at the 2:38 mark, Chris Gibson in on an 8-yard run for the touchdown. Extra point will come. And the kicker will be, we'll get his number here for you in just a second. And that is number 17, I believe, that's Mitchell Finram. It's either Finram or Finram. Snap, touch, kick is up, kick is good. Timeout on the field, 2:38 to go here in the first period of play. Peach County gets her opening possession and drives it for the touchdown. 30-second timeout. You're listening to the Stoner's Pizza Gridiron Game of the Week. We will be back. Yeah.
Planning
okay,
on a
so
holiday
let me
party
show
with
you
friends, family, or coworkers?
Just so I
Texas
can
Border
recap.
Grill's private
First
banquet
quarter,
room offers seating from 5 to 55. Lunch to dinner 7 days a week. Featuring an
time of
amazing
score.
menu
So
with
first
aged
quarter,
beef,
I'm reading
seafood,
back.
and so many other
238,
signature dishes.
run,
Texas Border
8
Grill.
yards. The player's name is not 17. It was Gibson. Chris Gibson. Don't need his number, just his name. And so Peach 7, Westside nothing. So what I like to do, whoever scores first is on top, just like this all the way down. But I always put the quarter. Go, go, go. Welcome back to Ed DePore, and Peach County kicks it off, and it's going to go into the end zone over the head of number 23, LaKevin Clark, I believe that was. Let's check his number. And I don't not for sure know that was not Clark. And let's see who that was on the return. Well, I can't seem to get his number. That was 26 for Westside. And that was Tavoris Pearson Jr. So now the Seminoles will have their second shot at it tonight. Actually, their third. Clark will be the lone setback behind Dixon. Dixon's going to look, got a man wide open in the flat, and he makes a catch out there, and it was a beautiful catch that time for the Seminoles. And let's see who that was on the reception out there. That was Landon Emery on the reception. So that moves the ball from the 20 out to the 34, 14-yard pickup. And number 1 will check in for the Seminoles, and that's Farah. Cimarron Farah. And we'll get a quarterback sneaker, and that was that time on the play. Actually, that was Tashawn Freeman on the carry. Second down, gain of about 3 on the play. 2nd and 7. Barden will come to this near side. Take and fake it inside, and they'll go to about the line of scrimmage, and he may lose a yard. Are they going to give him forward progress? They will. And that was Freeman again on the carry. So Dixon will come back in. 3rd down and 7 here for the Seminoles, trying to get something going. Emery to one side, Barden to this near side. Single setback will be Clark. Dixon will stay exclusively in that shotgun. Step, look, throws it out here on the flat, and he's got a man, and that's Jalen Barden all the way up to the 48-yard line, maybe the 49, and it's a new set of downs for the Seminoles. Barton split to this near side, went inside like on a post and came back out in the flat. And he laid it right in there to him. Good hands that time. So Emery will go to that far side. Now they'll bring in a new quarterback, Shannon Pearson, under center. Pearson going to take and give it. No, he'll keep it. He's going to pitch it late. And he tried to go to Tashawn Freeman and just way too slow developing against that Peach County defense. And they were there to eat him up for about a 4-yard loss. And that was number 4, one of the first ones to get him, and that was Jaquez Jackson for the Trojans. Trojans come into tonight 3-1. Their first region matchup. Their only loss was a 38-35 game to Warner Robins, and Robins kicked a field goal on just about the final play of the game. They beat Hoko 44-14. Perry 47-19, and Mary Persons last week 35-14. Dixon going to look, going to throw it long, and going to throw it into traffic down there, and probably not a good throw as he was in double coverage trying to go to Landon Emery Almost had 3 backs back there that time. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 14. Ball rests on the 45. Got to get to the 41 to pick up a new set of downs. And that's the Peach County 41. 33 seconds to go and a delayed start to this game here on the network. Emery to that far side. Barden to this side. Single setback. Dixon's going to look, going to throw it out over here, and that's going to sail way over the head of Barden. And it's going to go incomplete. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And in the kick will be number 31 for the Trojans, for the Seminoles, D'Angelo Haynes. Curious Jackson, if they kick it to him, they've lost their minds. Goes off the side of his foot, and it's going to be about a 15-yard kick, and it's going to roll and give him about a 19-yard kick, and it's going to roll out of bounds along the 36-yard line, and that's where Peach County will set up after getting their first drive of the night. They kicked it off to the Seminoles, and the Noles were unable to move it. They punted it. Curious Jackson let the ball bounce a couple of times, tried to grab it, and it got away from him. Seminoles recovered it, drove it down to about the 5-yard line, and that's where the Seminoles stopped them on 4th down. And they drove it the distance with Chris Gibson going in from about 7 or 8 yards out. Jackson will go in motion, and this time they'll do a direct snap to Gibson, and Gibson is taking that Wildcat formation and going a long way with it, and he's picked up 7 big yards, make it almost 8. He'll go from the 36 to the 43-yard line, pick up a 7, just a little short of 7. We'll call it a long 3. That's the end of the first period. So, a fast-moving first period on a delayed start to a game. We're back on regular time now as fast as that period went. That's the end of 1 from the Ed DePore Sports Complex. The Trojans lead it 7-0. We'll be back. Hey folks, Russell from Gridiron Game of the Week. When you get ready to buy a new car or a newer automobile, there's always the dilemma of what to do with your current car. Well, that's where You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em at 3306 Vineville Avenue comes in. You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em is the original automobile dealership with the owner in mind. For 18 years, You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em has been the only alternative to giving your car to a local dealer on a trade-in or trying to market your car yourself. So when you get ready to sell your old car, give them a call today at 254-6310. That's You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em, 3306 Vineville Avenue.
Planning on a holiday party with friends, family, or coworkers? Texas Border Grill's private banquet room offers seating from 5 to 55. Lunch to dinner 7 days a week. Featuring an amazing menu with aged beef, seafood, and so many other signature dishes. Texas Border Grill.
Welcome back to the Stoner's Pizza Joint, Gridiron Game of the Week. Peach County starts the second quarter looking at a 2nd down and about 3. In a shotgun, Gilbert. Going to take and give to Gibson. Why not? He's worked hard all night. He's got another first down. He'll lean into the 50, maybe roll to the 49. Not quite the 49 of the Seminoles. They'll give him 2 midfield, but it's a way more than enough for a first down. Needed 3. Got 10. Got 7, actually. And that takes it to the midfield strike. And the Seminoles have got to find an answer here. Curious Jackson will be split to this near side. Jefferson to the far side. Jackson will come in motion. Take. They'll fake, do a pump, got time, now it collapses on him. He's going to have to run. We got a flag, and they're going to sack him all the way back at the 47 for a 3-yard loss. But we're going to get a hold to go with it against the Peach County Trojans, and not for sure who that was on. Jalen Green checks into the game. Jaquez Jackson will check out. That'll move the ball back to the 37-yard line. First down and 20. Jefferson to this near side with Kyrus Jackson in the slot. Gibson, it's a lone setback, and they'll check off as they look for the blitz to come from Westside, and it does. And he threw a little inside screen, and it went right through the receiver's hands that time. And he was looking to go to 26 that time for the Trojans. Millard Thomas. Second down and 20. Ball rests along the 37-yard line. Picked up the blitz pretty good. He had some pressure, and they did hit him. Jefferson goes to the far side. They'll go trips this time, that side. Kyrus Jackson will be the outside. Take. Got time. Going to look over the middle, and he's got a man. One man missed him. Another man missed him. It's Kyrus Jackson on a quick little slant, and he's got room to run on the outside. One man to beat if he can get by him. Big, strong running back, wide out. He's going to take it all the way to the 20, to the 18-yard line. And that is going to go from the 37. And let's see where they mark it. That's about a 42-yard pickup that time. Well, actually, it's going to be a little more than that. About a 47-yard play. Going to take it into the 19-yard line. Take, toss, sweep to Gibson. 20, 15, 10. If they mark him out there, let's see. No, they're going to mark him out along the 13-yard line. Went to the short side on the pitch that time. Pickup of about, had the ball maybe along the 18, got to 13, make it a 19. We're going to call it second down and about 4.5 to go. Ball rests inside the 14-yard line. Antonio Gilbert will look to his sideline. He'll move Chris Gibson, and he'll go with him straight ahead on a dive. He'll get inside the 11, go to the 10. If they mark him outside the 10, it'll be just about a half yard, and that's about what they do. And it's going to bring up a third down and about 2 to pick up a new set of down. Seminole defense spending way too much time on the field. Second big sustained drive here by these Trojans early in this ball game. 10-20. They're eating up the clock. Tall, sweep to Gibson. Take, and he's going to get hit behind the line. He'll get hit behind again, and he's going to fall back. And now you're going to get a flag on Westside on a late hit. Had him tackled back there, and they're going to get number 26 for the Seminoles, Tavares Pearson, on a late hit. And that's unfortunate because they had the man for about a 9-yard loss, and it would have been fourth down. And they're going to talk about it, and let's see what's going to happen. And it's going to be a personal foul. Dead ball foul, personal foul. Going to be half the distance to the goal, and it's going to be an automatic first down. And that'll just kill you after your defense made a big stop. Puts the ball just inside the 10 with a new set of downs to go. Well, nope, it's going to be fourth down just inside the 10. Less than a yard to go. Antonio Gilbert take, and they're going to give to Gibson, and here they're going to get him behind the line, and they're going to stop him. They're going to stop him along the 12. It was a half the distance penalty on the dead ball foul, and it's going to bring up 4th down. No, I'm sorry. The Seminoles are going to take over on downs. That was a 4th down play. So it was a half the distance penalty, and that left them about less than a yard short. They tossed to Gibson, which you got to wonder a little bit because he's run so well between the tackles, the Westside pursuit got to him. Now let's see if Peach County can make a stop and flip that field back. Victor Dixon going to go long. Got a man streaking down that far side, and he's going to be just short. Ball incomplete. Had a man running stride per stride with him the whole way, and he was trying to go to Emery, I believe, that time, or was that Barton? That was Barton he was going to. So after the big stop, tried to make a statement and go deep, but had good one-on-one coverage. The sophomore Dixon comes to the sideline. Had a good opening week in his first start. Got the Macon Touchdown Club back of the week that way. T can hand it off inside. I believe that was LaKelvin Clark that time, and it was. He'll go from the 12, and he'll get to the 15, pick up 3. We'll call it 3rd down and 7. 4:25, 4:24 to go here in a fast-moving first half of a game that we got delayed about 45, maybe 50 minutes before we could kick it off. Had some lightning in the area, and that was about all we could do was wait. Ryan Hogan now is the wideout to this side. Victor Dixon looks, got time. Throws it out in the flat, and he led a man way too far that time, and that was Omar Jones. And that's going to be incomplete, so the turnover on downs really doesn't hurt the Trojans from a scoring standpoint on their defense. Offense obviously didn't want to turn it over. Wanted to punch that one in and take a 14-0 lead, as it's obvious points are going to be a premium in this game. Back in punt formation for the for the Seminoles will be D'Angelo Haynes. Kyrus Jackson will stand on his 45. Let's see what they do with the kicking game here. And it's going to get blocked, and Peach County's going to pick it up, and they're going to take it over on downs inside the 15-yard line. Special Teams has just made a play for the Trojans and set them up in shop. And they've been coming after the punt all night. They see something with this Westside punter, and it's obviously he's taking too long to get the ball on his foot. And they've gotten close on a couple of other punts early in this game. So the Trojans will set up shop down in the red zone, almost where they started before they gave it away a few minutes ago. Go to Gibson. They'll run him this time off tackle, and he will get from the 15, fall into the 14, on to the 12-yard line, maybe the 11. And it is the 12-yard line. It's going to be inside the 12, closer to the 11. 2nd down, got to get to just inside the 5 to pick up a new set of downs. Kyrus Jackson will go to that far side and a slot out to the left. Run a fullback and go to Gibson. The big hole. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Chris Gibson has his 2nd touchdown of the night. And it's an 11-yard touchdown run by Chris Gibson. And he is in for the score. Extra point now will come from number 17. Mitchell Finneran. Snap, touch, kick is up. Kick is Good. Timeout on the field. Peach County leads it 14-0. You're listening to the Stoner's Pizza Joint Gridiron Game of the Week on ESPNSports.com. We will be back.
Take one bite and you'll say it too. In fact, take one bite of anything they cook at Stoner's Pizza Joint and they've got you. You'll immediately taste the difference because they make their dough daily, use only the finest cheese and top quality meats. Stoner's even cuts their vegetables fresh every day. Combine all that on the crisp crust taste of a stone oven, and in between bites you'll say, "Oh my, what a pizza pie!" Stoner's Pizza Joint, Forsyth Road, Macon, and Houston Lake Road, Warner Robins.
Planning on a holiday party with friends, family, or coworkers? Texas Border Grill's private banquet room offers seating from 5 to 55. Lunch to dinner 7 days a week. Featuring an amazing menu with aged beef, seafood, and so many other signature dishes. Texas Border Grill.
Welcome back to Ed DePore. Finneran will kick it off with a 14-0 lead here in the second period. Kick will go long and deep and into the end zone, and the Seminoles will bring it out on the 20. Let's try to give you an update. The last we had on that Lincoln County Stratford game was 10-7, unless we've got something newer in that cooking. And Jones County is fell behind, and who are they? Eagles Landing, 17-14. And Ware is down 20-14 in the third. So Victor Dixon takes, looks, throws in the flat real quickly. He's got room to run out there. And that was Barden that time on the reception. He'll pick up 11 yards and a new set of downs. First down for the Seminoles. Second period of play, 14-0. Remember, if you're out and about in town tonight, you can see the game broadcast live at Stoner's Pizza, Kudzu Seafood, Texas Border Grill. Try to add some more places each week. Throw out in the flat, and he's got a man out there, and that was Landry Emery, and he got planted that time by number 15. But you know what? He held on to the ball, and the reception that time was Emery and Ethan Manns, I believe, on the tackle. So pick up about 4.5 on the play. He held on to it. Dixon in the shotgun again. Take, and this time he's going to give to LeClevin Clark, and Clark's got room to run. He'll go across the 40. He'll go across to the 45-yard line, and LeClevin Clark is going to be really, really slow getting up. And let's see, he's going to stay down on the ground for a second. And he picked up good yardage that time. Enough for a first down, and Mr. Clark, I believe, let's check him and see. He may have got what we used to call his bell rung. We'll check on him when he come back. 30-second timeout. 14-0 in the second period. Peach leads at 7:27 to go in the half. We'll be right back after this timeout.
I've always wanted this. You have too.
It's waiting to be unleashed.
It's in all of us. You just have to find it. Greatness. It's where your dreams and passions become a reality.
Greatness is where your hard work and dedication pay off.
Greatness. It's shaking hands with your future. Middle Georgia State University. Find your greatness.
Welcome back to Ed DePore. And Westside will go with a split backfield this time. And Rodney, new quarterback in this time. He'll keep it and get outside, get across the 50, get to the 49, maybe the 48. And that was Cimarron Farah Samoan Farrar. And he's going to stay in at quarterback as Victor Dixon's going to stay here on the sideline. He picked up about 7 big yards. Going to bring up third down. Emery to this near side, and they'll go with the split backfield, take, and lead it to the lead back. He's going to step in there, and he's not going to get much room at all. And that time on the carry for the Seminoles was number 14, Khalil McBride. And big number 55 in on the tackle for Peach County that time. Was Cedric Hillsman. Stay with a small quarterback. He'll step in on a 3rd down and 1. He's going to pick up 4 in a new set of downs. Farrar. And let's see what they do. Will they take Victor Dixon in or out here? Brendan Anderson comes in, and they'll stay with Farrar. Stay with that pro set. He bobbled it, but he got it off to the man, and he gets across the 40, gets to the 36, maybe to 37. One of the first ones in there for the Trojans was number 10, and that was Redding on the tackle. 2nd down. Ball is going to be placed on the 37, so a 5-yard pickup. Shannon Pearson will check in. Freeman will check out. Pearson will go to that far side. Farrar at quarterback. Under center, take, going to look, going to throw. Oh, and he threw it a little too soon, and he was trying to go to number 11, Omar Jones. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 5. Got to get to that 33-yard line to pick up a 1st down. Make it to 32. Ball rest on the 37. So a full 5 to go. And they're going to bring Dixon back in this time along with Barton. And they better hurry up because they're going to get close to getting a penalty here on delay. They don't get this play in. 4:59, the clock is stopped. 14-0 game here. Trojans lead it. Noles need to get on the board. This is a key 3rd down as they're trying to mount a drive. Take and look. Throw out in the flat. Got a man out there. Got a 1st down and more. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. They'll call him out. Back on the 22-yard line. Omar Jones on the reception that time. And a good, strong pass by Victor Dixon. Had coverage in the flat on him, but was able to zip the ball past the defender. And Omar Jones was able to turn it upfield in the new set of downs for the Seminoles. 14-0 is your score. In a shotgun. Going to take. Victor Dixon, the quarterback's going to keep it himself, and he's not going to go very far, and he's going to get sacked in the backfield that time by number 67 for the Trojans on the tackle, who read that one almost perfectly as he had no room to pull it down and get out of there before Joshua Dixon got all over him. Anderson will check out. Take, and the quarterback's going to keep it again, and not much room to run now. As the ball, he's going to pick up 1 to about the 21-yard line, and that's as far as he's going to get. 3rd down, and Emery will check back in. And Coach Risper's going to want a timeout. We'll take a quick timeout. 14-0, 3rd down coming up. 3:38 to go in the half. It's the Stoner's Pizza Game of the Week. We'll be back.
This just in. A large storm in the Gulf has all but decimated the entire Gulf shrimping industry, with the exception of a lone shrimping boat manned by a legless veteran and a young gentleman that hasn't stopped waving at our cameras or telling us his mama's advice. Odd. In completely unrelated news, Kudzu Seafood Company, the authentic Gulf Coast seafood restaurant that brought the coast to Middle Georgia, has also cornered the shrimp market in Central Georgia. Barbecue shrimp and cheese grits, buffalo shrimp, firecracker shrimp tacos, shrimp po' boys, shrimp burgers, shrimp baskets, and Dr. Pepper, all on 3rd Street in downtown Macon. Stay tuned for more breaking news.
Welcome back to the Ed DePore Sports Complex. 3:38 to go here in the half. It's been all Trojans on 2 sustained drives, and they lead it 14-0. First one was about 95 yards. The second one, not quite as long, as they got a turnover and immediately scored. Victor Dixon in a shotgun. Gonna throw a fade down here in the corner. Got a man. We're going to get a flag. Will there be a flag? No, there will not. Coverage down there by Peach County by number 2, and it was good coverage down there for the Trojans. And that was Rodney Howe, and they were trying to go to Omar Jones on the fade in the far corner of the end zone, and it's going to bring up a big 4th down for the Trojans again. They'll go splits to this side with a man in the slot. Single setback on a 4th down and 9. Gonna throw that same pattern. Gonna throw it into double coverage, and they're gonna get a flag this time, it looks like. Right along the goal line. And let's see what the penalty is. Kyrus Jackson back there that time on the coverage for Peach County. And let's see what the call here. Is it going to be offensive or defensive? Pass interference against Peach County, so they'll mark it off, and that'll give the Seminoles a chance to keep this drive alive. So they got the future Georgia signee playing a little corner over here. Do it into double coverage that time. Rodney Howell was over there along with Kyrus Jackson. First down and 10 along the 10-yard line. Will it be first and goal, or will he be just outside? And again, Omar Jones will be down in this corner. Wides to either side. They'll go to the other side with Jalen Barden. And the quarterback, Victor Dixon's going to keep it himself, and he's going to get inside the 6 and roll on to the 5-yard line before he's brought down, that time by number 45 for the Trojans, who's had his name called several times tonight, Sergio Allen. Shannon Pearson will check in this time. Kevin Clark will be the single setback behind Dixon. Dixon's going to take it, step it inside again. Will he get to the goal line? He's going to be awfully close. He's going to be down inside the 1, and it's going to be 3rd down inside the 1. And the Seminoles are 1 yard away from cutting this lead in half. They'll go to a quick huddle inside the 1. And they'll try to push inside, and I don't know if they'll get in or not. And let's see. No signal yet. And they're going to say he's down inside the 1. And let's see where they mark this. And it's going to be about the half-yard line. Seminoles with 2 minutes to go. Fourth down and goal. They'll take and try to get the push. Will Peach County be able to keep him out? No, they won't. Quarterback sneak. Victor Dixon. Take that back. Number 9, Shannon Pearson on the score. So a 1-yard plunge with 1:51 to go in the second. And the extra point will come for the Seminoles. William Hong will do the honors. Snap, touch, kick is up, kick is good. Timeout on the field. 1:51 to go in the half. 14-7. We'll be back after this timeout.
Before you put your company logo or event name on the streets, say it with authority. Apparel Authority. Now at a new location off Eisenhower Parkway across from Lowe's. Shirts, hats, cups, pens, patches, we put your logo on almost anything. Our team provides quality craftsmanship and custom embroidery, and our screen printing will turn your design into wearable works of art. Call or stop by in person for a quote. Apparel Authority. Now at a new location off Eisenhower Parkway across from Lowe's.
Welcome back to the Ed to 4. Quickly, some updates. Warner Robins over West Lawrence 28-7. Stratford leads Lincoln County 10-7. Lee County leads Thomas County Central 42-0. Here it's 14-7. 1:51. Try to get you some other local scores as quickly as we can. Trying to find something on an undefeated Northeast team locally here in Macon Southwest. In single A, and there's an onside kick. Will the Seminoles get it? And they'll fall on it, and they'll have it. And the Seminoles will get the onside kick, and they'll have it along the 40-yard line of the Peach County Trojans. And let's see. Now, they're trying to argue that it was tipped soon. Let's check and see. No flag on the field anywhere. Let's see if we can go back and maybe look at that kickoff again. While they discuss it here. We'll look at a replay of it with you. Ball along the 40-yard lines, we look at this replay with you. And let's see if he touched it soon. There's the ball. And they may say that a Westside player tipped it along the 49-yard line. Kind of looked like it may have been hit a little early there. Couldn't real tell from the angle clearly. But we'll check and see. Glad to have the replay. Brandon Thompson, BT Media Productions, right on top of it. Along with Robert here. He got the replay down for us. Brandon's going to work on slow motion replay for next year. So 1:51, and this is a long discussion here. And I'm not for sure what the call is going to be. Almost from that replay, it looked like it may have been touched along the 48, 49-yard line. This could go the Seminoles' way. It may not. If it does, it's going to be a huge play. Let's check it and see. We'll get the call right here in just a second. And it looks like it's going to go, yes it is, it's going to go against the Seminoles. And Peach County is going to be Peach County's ball right along the 49-yard line. So the Seminoles tried a little trickeration, tried a little onside kick. Looked like they had it, but a man touched it a yard too soon. And that's going to down the ball at the Seminoles 49-yard line. And the Peach County Trojans now with an opportunity with 1:51 to go in this first half of play to try to put some points on the board. And if they could score here, it would really, really hurt the Seminoles, losing that onside kick and then having them score again. Coach Risper trying to get the fans up. So here we go. Well, they're going to move the hashes now. They'll go trips to the far side. Kyrus Jackson, the dangerous wideout, will be to this near side. In a shotgun. Gonna look, gonna go to Kyrus Jackson. Got him to be a little 9-yard slant. It'll bring up second down. Antonio Gibson was patient, let him make his cut. He led the trailing linebacker, and he got it right into him with 1:37 to go. Jefferson to this far side now. Kyrus Jackson in slot. They'll go back the other way, and a catch. Yes, nice reached out kick. Miller Thomas on the catch, and he really laid out to get that one. He's had several good catches tonight. He came in with 10 catches for 100 yards. Now they'll do the same formation but flip the sides with it. Trips to this side. Take and going to go out in the flat, and he's got a man wide open, Jefferson. He's going to get inside the 25, roll on to the 23 before he is brought down by number 32 for the Seminoles, and that is Nate Brookins. Westside will take a timeout with 69 seconds to go in the half. We'll take a 30-second one to go with them. We'll be back.
Oh my, what a pizza pie! Take one bite and you'll say it too. In fact, take one bite of anything they cook at Stoner's Pizza Joint and they've got you. You'll immediately taste the difference because they make their dough daily, use only the finest cheese and top quality meats. Stoner's even cuts their vegetables fresh every day. Combine all that on the crisp crust taste of a stone oven, and in between bites you'll say, oh my, what a pizza pie! Stoner's Pizza Joint, Forsyth Road, Macon, and Houston Lake Road, Warner Robins.
Welcome back to Ed to 4. Quickly, some updates for you. Northside 20-14 over Ware County. That game got a little closer. Tatnall is ahead of Washington Wilkes out of single A, 28-18. Jones County has come back with a 21-17 lead in their game over Eagles Landing. What we had earlier for you, 28-7, Warner Robins over West Lawrence. Stratford on the road against Lincoln County was leading 10-7. And Lee County was just destroying Thomas County Central 42-0. Here it's 14-7. It's 1:09 to go. And Peach County's driving and trying to put it in the end zone again. Going to take and going to send it out here in the flat. And got a man out here along the 19-yard line. And he went to Miller Thomas. And it was a good open field tackle that time by the Seminoles. So it did give him a first down. And it stops the clock with 1:04. Ball now along the 17-yard line. Single setback will be Chris Gibson. Gilbert to go in the shotgun. They'll go trips left, slot to this side. Kyrus Jackson will be the slot. Going to get pressure. They're going to come at him, and it's going to get knocked away, incomplete. Good play that time by number 31 for the Seminoles as the guys up front got some pressure. But that was D'Angelo Haynes on the pressure, on the knockaway down here on this near sideline. Second down and 10. Ball rests along the 18-yard line. Jalen Green checks in. Kyrus Jackson will be slot to the far side. They'll go empty backfield. Got time. They're going to come with pressure, going to dump it underneath, and the Noles read it, and they're right there, and it's no game, and it's going to bring up a third down play. And Westside takes the timeout. He may have got half a yard. 47 seconds to go, 30-second timeout. We'll be back.
Planning on a holiday party with friends, family, or coworkers? Texas Border Grill's private banquet room offers seating from 5 to 55. Lunch to dinner 7 days a week. Featuring an amazing menu with aged beef, seafood, and so many other signature dishes. Texas Border Grill.
Welcome back to the Ed DePore Sports Complex. Let's quickly give you some updates. Northside has taken a lead 23-14. Stratford is now leading 17-7 over Lincoln County. Those are the last two updates we got. Both of those games are going to be in the fourth period. So on a third down. 3rd and 10 from the 18, 19-yard line. We'll call it 3rd and 9. Gilbert going to drop straight back, and there's going to be a flag, and we're going to get a false start. Westside will take it, and that's going to move them back, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 14. This is a big, big stand here for the Westside defense. If they can do it, it would be a big, big win for Peach County if they could get this into the end zone or at least get some more points on the board. Westside kicked an onside field goal after their kick with about 2 minutes to go. But a man touched it right along the 48.5, 49-yard line. He didn't let it go 10 yards. Seminoles thought they had a big recovery down on the Peach County 40. Peach County took over on the 49, so they've driven it as far as the 19, but now they backed up 5, and it's a 3rd and 15. Big play here. Kyrus Jackson will be out to this far side. Man in a slot to this near side with him. They'll go the same way in an empty backfield. 3rd down. Got pressure. Going to get to the quarterback. He's going to break outside. He's going to look. He's going to look. And now he's going to run. He's going to get dragged down. And let's see, are we going to get some kind of holding or something here? There's a late penalty flag came in. He was run out of bounds on about the 14-yard line, which would be a 4th down play. But there is a flag down around the 9-yard line. And we'll check and see what the call is. Now, if you're Westside, as the quarterback rolled to that side, you don't want to get a holding. If you're Peach County, that's what you're looking for. So it could go either way here. My guess is going to be we're going to look and see. Holding on the offense. So Peach County, when Antonio Gilbert took it off and ran, that must be where the holding came from. So that'll put it right back just about where it was on the 24-25 yard line. And Hoco leads Spalding County 13-7. Jones County has scored again. They now lead Eagles Landing 27-17. And Stratford is up, Tatnall's up 28-24 over Washington Wilkes. We're going to get a timeout here with 38 seconds to go. We'll take one quick one and we'll come back. You're listening to the Stoner's Pizza Gridiron Game of the Week on DSBNSports.com. We'll be back.
Oh my, what a pizza pie! Take one bite and you'll say it too. In fact, take one bite of anything they cook at Stoner's Pizza Joint and they've got you. You'll immediately taste the difference because they make their dough daily, use only the finest cheese and top quality meats. Stoner's even cuts their vegetables fresh every day. Combine all that on the crisp crust taste of a stone oven, and in between bites you'll say, oh my, what a pizza pie! Stoner's Pizza Joint, Forsyth Road, Macon, and Houston Lake Road, Warner Robins.
Welcome back to Ed DePore. Last updates we had Hoco over Spalding 13-7. Tatnall over Washington Wilkes. That is closed. It's 28-24. Jones County 27-17. Justin Rogers at Jones County and the Greyhounds looking to stay undefeated. Peach County on a 3rd down and about 14. Gilbert going to look, throw in the flat, and he's got a man out there, and he's got room to run. That's Karis Jackson. Are they going to let him get in the end zone, and he's going to run over a man? And let's see what's going to happen here. Is he going to step out of bounds? And they're going to call him down right around the 6-yard line with 30 seconds to go. They let him get loose, and he almost hurt him. And a big, big play, because that's going to give them a first down, I believe, unless we got a flag on the play. And do we have a flag on the play? Let's check it and see. It will be a first down. So, going to put the ball at the 7, 30 seconds to go. Can the Seminoles hang on here on defense and not give up any more points? They've got plenty of time now with a 1st and goal. They can run 3 plays here easily with 30 seconds to go. And let's see, we're getting somebody, officials timeout. I'm not sure what this is all about. And might have been an equipment thing, or could have been, not for sure. Somebody might have a scrape or something down there too. First down, man in motion. Going to take and look, and now the quarterback's going to cut it inside, and it's going to be number 2 running the ball for Peach County that time on a direct snap. Rodney Howell. And they'll spike and stop the clock with 13 seconds. No timeouts left on the 4-yard line, and let's see if Peach County doesn't reach for a field goal here, and of course they will. Or will they go for the score here? Let's see what they're going to do. They're going to take a chance and try to put this ball in the end zone instead of bringing Finneran in. So with 13 seconds to go, going to give it to the running back, and he's going to step in, and Chris Gibson is going to have his 3rd touchdown of the night, and he is going to get in from 4 yards out. And that's going to be really, really damaging to the Seminoles there. 20-7 now is your score. Finneran will come in for the extra point. 7 seconds to go in the half. And on a 4th down play, Peach County puts it in. Extra point is up, and the extra point is good. We'll keep it right here, 21-7, with 7 seconds to go here in the half. And the Seminoles are going to have to go in and regroup. Good call on the onside kick, but it came back to bite them. Peach County was not expecting it, just had a man that touched it too soon. So Peach will kick it off. 21-7. We're trying to look and get some more scores for you. We'll get some at halftime. Finneran kicks it away. And it'll go into the end zone. I think he kicked that one for the first time. He was about 3 inches short of having a touchback. Got an update on Stratford. That score is 24-13 over Lincoln County. And that's got to be getting late. So with 7 seconds to go, they'll bring it up to the line, and you got to imagine, let's see, Kevin Clark going to line up right close to his quarterback. They'll take a knee, and we'll go to the half. 21-7, Peach County makes them pay on the onside attempt as we go to halftime. Your score, Peach County 21, Westside 7. We're going to step away, let our sponsors talk to you. We'll come back shortly and get ready for the third period of play. You're listening to the Stoner's Pizza Joint, Gridiron Game of the Week on the DSBN Network. We will be back.
You'll say it too. In fact, take one bite of anything they cook at Stoner's Pizza Joint, and they've got you. You'll immediately taste the difference because they make their dough daily, use only the finest cheese and top quality meats. Stoner's even cuts their vegetables fresh every day. Combine all that on the crisp crust taste of a stone oven, and in between bites, you'll say, "Oh my, what a pizza pie!" Stoner's Pizza Joint, Forsyth Road, Macon, and Houston Lake Road, Warner Robins.
Planning on a holiday party with friends, family, or coworkers? Texas Border Grill's private banquet room offers seating from 5 to 55. Lunch to dinner 7 days a week. Featuring an amazing menu with aged beef, seafood, and so many other signature dishes. Texas Border Grill.
Hey folks, Russell from Gridiron Game of the Week. When you get ready to buy a new car or a newer automobile, there's always the dilemma of what to do with your current car. Well, that's where You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em at 3306 Vineville Avenue comes in. You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em is the original automobile dealership with the owner in mind. For 18 years, You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em has been the only alternative to giving your car to a local dealer on a trade-in or trying to market your car yourself. So when you get ready to sell your old car, give them a call today at 254-6310. That's You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em, 3306 Vineville Avenue. It's football time in Middle Georgia, and that means it's time for the Macon Touchdown Club. Join us this year as we kick off our 72nd year at the Methodist Children's Home at 304 Pierce Avenue each and every Monday night. Come join us for a night filled of football fun and fellowship. We kick it off September the 11th. The Macon Touchdown Club, honoring student athletes since 1946. To find out more, log on to MaconTouchdownClub.com. Hey folks, it's Russell from Gridiron Game of the Week. You know, there comes a time when we all start to look for a brand new or even a newer automobile, and as a consumer, your choices have always been limited as to where to shop, and secondly, what to do with your current car. Take it to the local dealer and trade it in for wholesale, ride around town with that ugly for sale sign in the back window, or park it in your driveway and hope somebody stops by and they're really there to look at your car. Well, that's where the fine folks at You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em at 3306 Vineville Avenue in Macon come in. You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em is the original automobile dealership with the owner in mind. For almost 18 years, You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em has been the alternative to giving your car away to the local dealer on a trade-in or trying to market the car yourself. The professional staff at You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em has 35 years of experience in the automobile industry, and they're there solely to help you through the process of selling or buying your next car. If you have a car and you're ready to sell it, let the folks at You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em show you how to maximize your vehicle's marketing and financial potential today. You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em, the car lot for you. Remember folks, don't just park it, sell it. Give them a call today, 478-254-6310. That's You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em.
Before you put your company logo or event name on the streets, say it with authority. Apparel Authority. Now at a new location off Eisenhower Parkway across from Lowe's. Shirts, hats, cups, pens, patches, we put your logo on almost anything. Our team provides quality craftsmanship and custom embroidery, and our screen printing will turn your design into wearable works of art. Call or stop by in person for a quote. Apparel Authority, now at a new location off Eisenhower Parkway across from Lowe's.
This just in. A large storm in the Gulf has all but decimated the entire Gulf shrimping industry, with the exception of a lone shrimping boat manned by a legless veteran and a young gentleman that hasn't stopped waving at our cameras or telling us his mama's advice. Odd. In completely unrelated news, Kudzu Seafood Company, the authentic Gulf Coast seafood restaurant that brought the coast to Middle Georgia, has also cornered the shrimp market in Central Georgia. Barbecue shrimp and cheese grits, buffalo shrimp, firecracker shrimp tacos, shrimp po' boys, shrimp burgers, shrimp baskets, and Dr. Pepper, all on 3rd Street in downtown Macon. Stay tuned for more breaking news.
I've always wanted this. You have too.
It's waiting to be unleashed.
It's in all of us. You just have to find it. Greatness. It's where your dreams and passions become a reality.
Greatness is where your hard work and dedication pay off.
Greatness. It's shaking hands with your future. Middle Georgia State University. Find your greatness.
The Macon Touchdown Club continues its 72nd season this Monday night at the Methodist Children's Home right here in Macon, located on Pierce Avenue. Join us Monday on September the 25th at 6:30 p.m. for dinner with our program soon to follow. Our special guest this week will be none other than the former head coach of the Atlanta Falcons, Jerry Glanville. So we'll kick it off at 6:30. We'll see you Monday night at the Methodist Children's Home. For more information, log on to MaconTouchdownClub.com.
Oh my, what a pizza pie! Take one bite and you'll say it too. In fact, take one bite of anything they cook at Stoner's Pizza Joint and they've got you. You'll immediately taste the difference because they make their dough daily. Use only the finest cheese and top quality meats. Stoner's even cuts their vegetables fresh every day. Combine all that on the crisp crust taste of a stone oven, and in between bites you'll say, oh my, what a pizza pie! Stoner's Pizza Joint, Forsyth Road, Macon, and Houston Lake Road, Warner Robins.
Planning on a holiday party with friends, family, or coworkers? Texas Border Grill's private banquet room offers seating from 5 to 55. Lunch to dinner 7 days a week. Featuring an amazing menu with aged beef, seafood, and so many other signature dishes. Texas Border Grill.
Hey folks, Russell from Gridiron Game of the Week. When you get ready to buy a new car or a newer automobile, there's always the dilemma of what to do with your current car. Well, that's where You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em at 3306 Vineville Avenue comes in. You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em is the original automobile dealership with the owner in mind. For 18 years, You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em has been the only alternative to giving your car to a local dealer on a trade-in or trying to market your car yourself. So when you get ready to sell your old car, give them a call today at 254-6310. That's You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em, 30.
Dreams and passions become a reality.
Greatness is where your hard work and dedication pay off.
Greatness. It's shaking hands with your future. Middle Georgia State University. Find your greatness.
The Macon Touchdown Club continues its 72nd season this Monday night at the Methodist Children's Home right here in Macon, located on Pierce Avenue. Join us Monday on September the 25th at 6:30 p.m. for dinner with our program soon to follow. Our special guest this week will be none other than the former head coach of the Atlanta Falcons, Jerry Glanville. So we'll kick it off at 6:30. We'll see you Monday night at the Methodist Children's Home. For more information, log on to MaconTouchdownClub.com.
Oh my, what a pizza pie! Take one bite and you'll say it too. In fact, take one bite of anything they cook at Stoner's Pizza Joint and they've got you. You'll immediately taste the difference because they make their dough daily. Use only the finest cheese and top quality meats. Stoner's even cuts their vegetables fresh every day. Combine all that on the crisp crust taste of a stone oven, and in between bites you'll say, oh my, what a pizza pie! Stoner's Pizza Joint, Forsyth Road, Macon, and Houston Lake Road, Warner Robins.
Planning on a holiday party with friends, family, or coworkers? Texas Border Grill's private banquet room offers seating from 5 to 55. Lunch to dinner 7 days a week. Featuring an amazing menu with aged beef, seafood, and so many other signature dishes. Texas Border Grill.
Hey folks, Russell from Gridiron Game of the Week. When you get ready to buy a new car or a newer automobile, there's always the dilemma of what to do with your current car. Well, that's where You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em at 3306 Vineville Avenue comes in. You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em is the original automobile dealership with the owner in mind. For 18 years, You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em has been the only alternative to giving your car to a local dealer on a trade-in or trying to market your car yourself. So when you get ready to sell your old car, give them a call today at 254-6310. That's You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em, 3306 Vineville Avenue. It's football time in Middle Georgia, and that means it's time for the Macon Touchdown Club. Join us this year as we kick off our 72nd year at the Methodist Children's Home at 304 Pierce Avenue each and every Monday night. Come join us for a night filled of football fun and fellowship. We kick it off September the 11th. The Macon Touchdown Club, honoring student athletes since 1946. To find out more, log on to MaconTouchdownClub.com. Hey folks, it's Russell from Gridiron Game of the Week. You know, there comes a time when we all start to look for a brand new or even a newer automobile, and as a consumer, your choices have always been limited as to where to shop, and secondly, what to do with your current car. Take it to the local dealer and trade it in for wholesale, ride around town with that ugly for sale sign in the back window, or park it in your driveway and hope somebody stops by and they're really there to look at your car. Well, that's where the fine folks at You Park 'em, You Sell 'em at 3306 Vineville Avenue in Macon come in. You Park 'em, You Sell 'em is the original automobile dealership with the owner in mind. For almost 18 years, You Park 'em, You Sell 'em has been the alternative to giving your car away to the local dealer on a trade-in or trying to market the car yourself. The professional staff at You Park 'em, You Sell 'em has 35 years of experience in the automobile industry, and they're there solely to help you through the process of selling or buying your next car. If you have a car and you're ready to sell it, let the folks at You Park 'em, You Sell 'em show you how to maximize your vehicle's marketing and financial potential today. You Park 'em, You Sell 'em, the car lot for you. Remember folks, don't just park it, sell it. Give them a call today, 478-254-6310. That's You Park 'em, You Sell 'em.
Before you put your company logo or event name on the streets, say it with authority. Apparel Authority. Now at a new location off Eisenhower Parkway across from Lowe's. Shirts, hats, cups, pens, patches, we put your logo on almost anything. Our team provides quality craftsmanship and custom embroidery, and our screen printing will turn your design into wearable works of art. Call or stop by in person for a quote. Apparel Authority, now at a new location off Eisenhower Parkway across from Lowe's.
This just in. A large storm in the Gulf has all but decimated the entire Gulf shrimping industry, with the exception of a lone shrimping boat manned by a legless veteran and a young gentleman that hasn't stopped waving at our cameras or telling us his mama's advice. Odd. In completely unrelated news, Kudzu Seafood Company, the authentic Gulf Coast seafood restaurant that brought the coast to Middle Georgia, has also cornered the shrimp market in Central Georgia. Barbecue shrimp and cheese grits, buffalo shrimp, firecracker shrimp tacos, shrimp po' boys, shrimp burgers, shrimp baskets, and Dr. Pepper, all on 3rd Street in downtown Macon. Stay tuned for more breaking news.
I've always wanted this. You have too.
It's waiting to be unleashed.
It's in all of us. You just have to find it. Greatness. It's where your dreams and passions become a reality.
Greatness is where your hard work and dedication pay off.
Greatness. It's shaking hands with your future. Middle Georgia State University. Find your greatness.
The Macon Touchdown Club continues its 72nd season this Monday night at the Methodist Children's Home right here in Macon, located on Pierce Avenue. Join us Monday on September the 25th at 6:30 p.m. for dinner with our program soon to follow. Our special guest this week will be none other than the former head coach of the Atlanta Falcons, Jerry Glanville. So we'll kick it off at 6:30. We'll see you Monday night at the Methodist Children's Home. For more information, log on to MaconTouchdownClub.com.
Oh my, what a pizza pie! Take one bite and you'll say it too. In fact, take one bite of anything they cook at Stoner's Pizza Joint and they've got you. You'll immediately taste the difference because they make their dough daily. Use only the finest cheese and top quality meats. Stoner's even cuts their vegetables fresh every day. Combine all that on the crisp crust taste of a stone oven, and in between bites you'll say, oh my, what a pizza pie! Stoner's Pizza Joint, Forsyth Road, Macon, and Houston Lake Road, Warner Robins.
Planning on a holiday party with friends, family, or coworkers? Texas Border Grill's private banquet room offers seating from 5 to 55. Lunch to dinner 7 days a week. Featuring an amazing menu with aged beef, seafood, and so many other signature dishes. Texas Border Grill.
Hey folks, Russell from Gridiron Game of the Week. When you get ready to buy a new car or a newer automobile, there's always the dilemma of what to do with your current car. Well, that's where You Park 'em, You Sell 'em at 3306 Vineville Avenue comes in. You Park 'em, You Sell 'em is the original automobile dealership with the owner in mind. For 18 years, You Park 'em, You Sell 'em has been the only alternative to giving your car to a local dealer on a trade-in or trying to market your car yourself. So when you get ready to sell your old car, give them a call today at 254-6310. That's You Park 'em, You Sell 'em, 3306 Vineville Avenue. It's football time in Middle Georgia, and that means it's time for the Macon Touchdown Club. Join us this year as we kick off our 72nd year at the Methodist Children's Home at 304 Pierce Avenue each and every Monday night. Come join us for a night filled of football fun and fellowship We kick it off September the 11th. The Macon Touchdown Club, honoring student athletes since 1946. To find out more, log on to MaconTouchdownClub.com. Hey folks, it's Russell from Gridiron Game of the Week. You know, there comes a time when we all start to look for a brand new or even a newer automobile, and as a consumer, your choices have always been limited as to where to shop, and secondly, what to do with your current car. Take it to the local dealer and trade it in for wholesale, ride around town with that ugly for sale sign in the back window, or park it in your driveway and hope somebody stops by and they're really there to look at your car. Well, that's where the fine folks at U-Park Used Sellum at 3306 Vineville Avenue in Macon come in. U-Park Used Sellum is the original automobile dealership with the owner in mind. For almost 18 years, U-Park Used Sellum has been the alternative to giving your car away to the local dealer on a trade-in or trying to market the car yourself. The professional staff at U-Park Used Sellum has 35 years of experience in the automobile industry, and they're there solely to help you through the process of selling or buying your next car. If you have a car and you're ready to sell it, let the folks at U-Park Used Sellum show you how to maximize your vehicle's marketing and financial potential today. U-Park Used Sellum, the car lot for you. Remember folks, don't just park it, sell it. Give them a call today, 478-254-6310. That's U-Park Used Sellum.
Before you put your company logo or event name on the streets, say it with authority. Apparel Authority. Now at a new location off Eisenhower Parkway across from Lowe's. Shirts, hats, cups, pens, patches, we put your logo on almost anything. Our team provides quality craftsmanship and custom embroidery, and our screen printing will turn your design into wearable works of art. Call or stop by in person for a quote. Apparel Authority, now at a new location off Eisenhower Parkway across from Lowe's.
This just in. A large storm in the Gulf has all but decimated the entire Gulf shrimping industry, with the exception of a lone shrimping boat manned by a legless veteran and a young gentleman that hasn't stopped waving at our cameras or telling us his mama's advice. Odd. In completely unrelated news, Kudzu Seafood Company, the authentic Gulf Coast seafood restaurant that brought the coast to Middle Georgia, has also cornered the shrimp market in Central Georgia. Barbecue shrimp and cheese grits, buffalo shrimp, firecracker shrimp tacos, shrimp po' boys, shrimp burgers, shrimp baskets, and Dr. Pepper, all on 3rd Street in downtown Macon. Stay tuned for more breaking news.
I've always wanted this. You have too.
It's waiting to be unleashed.
It's in all of us. You just have to find it. Greatness. It's where your dreams and passions become a reality.
Greatness is where your hard work and dedication pay off.
Greatness. It's shaking hands with your future. Middle Georgia State University. Find your greatness.
The Macon Touchdown Club continues its 72nd season this Monday night at the Methodist Children's Home right here in Macon, located on Pierce Avenue. Join us Monday on September the 25th at 6:30 p.m. for dinner with our program soon to follow. Our special guest this week will be none other than the former head coach of the Atlanta Falcons, Jerry Glanville. So we'll kick it off at 6:30. We'll see you Monday night at the Methodist Children's Home. For more information, log on to MaconTouchdownClub.com.
Oh my, what a pizza pie! Take one bite and you'll say it too. In fact, take one bite of anything they cook at Stoner's Pizza Joint and they've got you. You'll immediately taste the difference because they make their dough daily. Use only the finest cheese and top quality meats. Stoner's even cuts their vegetables fresh every day. Combine all that on the crisp crust taste of a stone oven, and in between bites you'll say, oh my, what a pizza pie! Stoner's Pizza Joint, Forsyth Road, Macon, and Houston Lake Road, Warner Robins.
Welcome back to Ed DeFore Sports Complex. Russell Deese, glad to be with you. Another Stoner's Pizza Joint Gridiron Game of the Week here on DSBN. We'll get you caught up on some scores here in just a second. Let's quickly recap the first half scoring. First of all, we were in a delay in this ball game. We had lightning and a little light rain, but it was the lightning that caused the delay. We didn't get it kicked off till about 8:17. So the scoring went like this at 2 minutes and 38 seconds to go in the first period of play. It was an 8-yard run by Chris Gibson. The extra point was good by Finneran, and the Trojans were up 7-0. Chris Gibson got his second touchdown of the night at the 8:11 mark of the second period. It was an 11-yard touchdown run. Extra point was good. Peach County led it 14-0. Then the Seminoles finally got it on the board with 1:51 to go in the second as Shannon Pearson got his first touchdown of the night on a 1-yard plunge. The extra point was good, and the score was 14-7. On the ensuing kickoff after that touchdown, Westside attempted an onside kick, and it was a very good one, but unfortunately one of the Seminoles touched the ball around the 49-yard line, had to get it to the 50 to make it a legal play. They recovered it on Peach County's 40-yard line with about 1 minute and 9 seconds to go. After a long discussion at midfield, we looked at the replay. The officials got the call correct. The Westside player touched it on the 49. The ball went over to the Peach County Trojans. And then on a 4th down play with 7 seconds to go before half, Chris Gibson got his 3rd touchdown of the night, and Peach County led it by a score of 21-7. As far as scores that we have for you, the last we had was Hoko was up 13-7 over Spalding. Jones County was leading Eagles Landing 27-17. They trailed early in that game. Stratford has gone on the road. They have beaten Lincoln County. They are the first Bibb County school to go over and play Lincoln County and get a victory over there. They won it 24-13. That is a final. Dublin pouring it on their next door neighbor out of East Lawrence by a score of 53-0. Tattnall and Single A, they led 28-24 over Washington Wilkes. That game has got to get late. We'll try to get you an update on Warner Robins. The last we had on Warner Robins, we do have an update now. They lead it 31-9 over West Lawrence. That game's got to be getting late. Lee County just pouring it on Thomas County Central, 49-0. We do have an update now. In the 4th quarter, it is a barn burner up in McDonald. Jones County 27, Eagles Landing 26. And I'm not for sure if that game may not be in Jones County or McDonald. We can try. It's in Jones County. We are at Jones County. So that game is at home, and that place is rocking over in Jones County tonight. We get ready to go to the second half here. Once again, we want to thank so much our sponsors. Obviously, Stoner's Pizza. It is the Stoner's Pizza Gridiron Game of the Week. You park 'em, you sell 'em. The car lot for you. Texas Border Grill. You can watch the game live at Texas Border Grill tonight. Kudzu Seafood, Lee Clack. You can watch the game live at Texas Border Grill. Cherokee Brick and Tile. Bill Harden Music. Pawn Max Macon Apparel Authority here in Macon, the official clothier of DSBN Sports, as well as the Mercer Bears. Whatever your needs are, whether it's hats or T-shirts, corporate wear, whatever it is, go see the folks at Apparel Authority. They are the Apparel Authority in Macon. The Macon Touchdown Club, don't forget Monday night, our original scheduled speaker was the former head coach of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, George O'Leary. He had to move up an appointment because of the hurricane, which put us a week behind. So we have a new guest speaker on Monday night, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It'll be 6:30 at the Methodist Children's Home on Pierce Avenue here in Macon. That's when we'll kick it off with dinner. We'll honor our back lineman and special teams player of the week, and our guest speaker this week will be none other than the old head coach of the Atlanta Falcons, Jerry Glanville. Also want to thank Middle Georgia State University and BT Media Productions, btmediapro.com. Brandon Thompson, the straw that stirs the drink. Underway. Westside will kick it off to start the second half, and it'll go, let's see, flag on the play, and I think we've got somebody lined up on offsides on the kicking team. Northside has won their game by a score of 23-14. And they went on the road to play Ware County. And that is the first win for Northside there since the championship game in 2007. So that is a big win for Kevin Kinsler and the Northside Eagles. As we said, Warner Robins was up real big in their game. And so I don't know what the call was here now. as we're looking at scores. Tatnall leads with 3:51 to play over Washington Wilkes by a score of 35-24. 35-24. And here's a squib kick, and the up back's going to miss it, and the next one's going to miss it, and going to run into his own man, and he's going to get tackled along the 35-yard line. On the return for the Trojans that time was the man with 3 scores here tonight, Chris Gibson. So Jones County in a battle with Eagles Landing. We'll keep an eye on that one too. Our game much later here tonight. I'm trying to think of where our buddy Marvelous Marvin James was tonight. And I think Marvin told me he was going to be, is he at Hoco? No, he's at Macon County and Taylor County. Taylor County. So are we going to kick it off again? Let's check it and see. That's exactly what happened. And this is a good call here by the coaches, I believe, from Peach County. That we had a false start on the original kickoff, and they put the ball back down on the 40. So I was confused while we were re-kicking it. Maybe it wasn't a penalty, but it was, but they didn't mark it back to the 35. So the squib kick doesn't count, and number 50 for the Seminoles will be back to kick it again, and that's Cameron Daniels. So there go Gibson across the back for Peach County, Wolfuck, and let's see who number, Jalen Green. So they take Kyrus Jackson out. So Daniels will move again, and it's a short kick, and this one Peach County is going to return all the way into Westside territory. Tried to squib it again, and I don't like that strategy when you're down 2 scores. And is that a final now? No. Jones County, 2:09 to left. It is 34-26. They had a 1-point lead, so they have put another touchdown and an extra point on the board. Justin Rogers trying to keep the Greyhounds undefeated. Drake Bolus was one of our 2 times winner of the Special Teams Player of the Week at the Touchdown Club this year. They'll take and they'll go to Gibson. He'll step inside. He'll go from the 47, lean to the 45, and fall forward to the 44-yard line. He'll pick up 3 tough yards, and he was brought down on the play by number 58 for the Seminoles. Was one of them in there, and that was Muchman Bonds. So Gilbert under center this time. He'll take Wolfalk and Green and flip them to the other side. Single setback, go to Gibson. Gibson's going to get hit behind the line of scrimmage by a host of Seminoles, and they're going to push him back, and they're going to lose 3 yards back to make it 2 yards back to the 46. And we have an update. Final. Northeast has fallen from the ranks of undefeated. Bleckley County has beaten them by a score of 21-7. Northeast went on the road with new coach Ashley Harden. They were 3-0 in the young season. Bleckley County puts an end to that by a score of 21-7. Splits to both sides as well as slots. Kyrus Jackson will be the slot to the far side. Gibson will be the lone setback behind Gilbert. They'll look to the sideline and get the play in a shotgun. Gilbert going to look, throw out in the flat, and he's got a man wide open out there. Gibson's got room to run. He's got a first down and more as he'll lean forward right around the markers where they're going to say he's down. But it is enough for the first down to keep the drive alive. First down, Peach County, 10-19. Trips to this near side now. Gibson lone setback. Gilbert in a shotgun. Going to look. Going to go to that opposite field. Westside's got a man back there. And it's a beautiful pitch and catch into the corner of the end zone. And let's see the man that got the ball. And it's a Peach County touchdown. And I'll see who it is. Number 26, Millard Thomas. And that is going to be about, let's see where they caught that ball from. That's a 42-yard touchdown pass to Millard Thomas. Finneran will come in for the extra point, 27-7. So it only takes the Trojans 2 minutes to open the quarter to score. Extra point is up, and extra point is good. Timeout on the field, 28-7. Trojans lead it. We'll be back.
Oh my, what a pizza pie! Take one bite and you'll say it too. In fact, take one bite of anything they cook at Stoner's Pizza Joint and they've got you. You'll immediately taste the difference because they make their dough daily. Use only the finest cheese and top quality meats. Stoner's even cuts their vegetables fresh every day. Combine all that on the crisp crust taste of a stone oven, and in between bites you'll say, oh my, what a pizza pie! Stoner's Pizza Joint, Forsyth Road, Macon, and Houston Lake Road, Warner Robins.
We'll get the kickoff here. Finneran will kick it for the Trojans. One of the deep men will be Jalen Barden for the Seminoles. The other one will be number 26. And it's going to go into the back of the end zone that time. And that was Travaris Pearson Jr. back there. Let's go back and look at the touchdown pass again. They set it up really, really nice on the play. Quarterback was in the shotgun, had a single setback that time with Gibson. And they put Kyrus Jackson in the slot. Jackson was in the slot this time, and they had Millard Thomas out to the far side, and he's going to look toward his way. Single coverage, man over the top, no help there, and he just floated it into the end zone for the touchdown. And the Seminoles will hand it off right up the middle, and it'll go from the 20 to about the 27, so a 7-yard pickup that time. LeKevin Clark up to the 27, pick up a 7. And if the Seminoles want to answer, they better do it now because they are down 3 scores, 28-7. And it's important for them to come out in this third quarter and get something established. In a shotgun, Victor Dixon. Take and going to give it to Clark. Clark's going to pick a hole. Got a first down and more. Going to get out to the outside. 40, 45, get to the 48-yard line. And that'll be a good pickup as he'll go to the 27 out to the 48, so a 19-yard pickup, and that's a first down Westside. Seven half, Macon County and Taylor County. Looking for a final on that Tatnall Washington Wilkes and a final on that Jones County Eagles Landing game. Also hadn't seen one lately on Warner Robins. I think it was 35-7 was the last score we had on that. That's correct. Barden will go to that far side. They'll get an extra back up front. Take and give it to Clark. Steps in and gets across the 50. Gets to the 46-yard line. He'll pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. And Westside's trying to get a little lean in now. And final, Jones County has won 34-26. That is a final. So the Jones County Greyhounds remain undefeated on the season. Northeast Raiders, they went on the road with their undefeated record tonight. They have been beaten by Bleckley County by a score of 21-7. Barden will come to this near side. Dixon will go in a shotgun. This time he'll have two blockers back there with him. Take and look under pressure, and he's going to have to short arm it. They came with a blitz and almost got to him. And we got a Seminole slow getting up. Big number 71 out there for the Seminoles, but he's up. And that's Emmanuel Boone. He is a senior. Victor Dixon comes to the sideline and talks to Coach Spoons. I want to say a special prayer to and having our thoughts, Coach Rispert's dad. He is in a hospital and not doing well, and wish him the very best. Take and going to give it to Kevin Clark. He's going to get across the 45. He's going to get to the 42, maybe the 43. Going to be a little bit short, and it's going to bring up a fourth down, and we're going to call it about 2 to get back, to get a first down. As we said, I had talked to Coach Risper this afternoon, and he was not in Macon. He was heading back from the hospital to see his dad, and our thoughts and prayers are with him and his family and his mom and his dad both. And hope you'll do the same. In a shotgun, Victor Dixon on a big fourth down play with 7:28 to go in the third, and Westside's going to call a timeout. We're going to take it with them. 30 seconds. 28-7, your score. We're in the third from the Ed DeFore Sports Complex. It's the Stoner's Pizza Game of the Week on DSBN. Hey folks, Russell from Gridiron Game of the Week. When you get ready to buy a new car or a newer automobile, there's always the dilemma of what to do with your current car. Well, that's where You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em at 3306 Vineville Avenue comes in. You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em is the original automobile dealership with the owner in mind. For 18 years, You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em has been the only alternative to giving your car to a local dealer on a trade-in or trying to market your car yourself. So when you get ready to sell your old car, give them a call today at 254-6310. That's You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em, 3306 Vineville Avenue. Welcome back to Ed DeFore. And I got an update here on Tattnall Square Academy. They lead Washington Wilkes 35-30, and looks like about 2 minutes to go in that game. That may have gone final by now. Tattnall trying to keep out a single A here in Macon. Their undefeated record intact. Stratford has done so by going on the road to Lee County. Victor Dixon on a fourth down. Going to take and throw it out in the flat and got a man. 40-35, leans into the 34-yard line. And that's Omar Jones, and that's going to pick up a first down for the Seminoles. We have 31-20 Perry over Veterans. A little bit, maybe of a little bit of an upset there, possibly. Ball goes to the 33, and the Seminoles will keep the drive alive. Wide out to this side this time will be Scooter Risper. In the slot will be Jalen Barden. Single setback will be Kevin Clark. They'll go tight end this side, really tripped with Omar Jones. Victor Dixon looks. Oh, he missed a man. It broke open there for a second. Now he's just going to throw it, and he's going to throw an interception, and it's a bad. And let's see, is he in? Yes, he threw an interception. Just a bad throw. Had a chance. He was pressured. Should have thrown it out of bounds. Not for sure why he was trying to strong arm it down the sideline. Threw it right to the Peach County Trojans, and they have taken over and killed the drive. So with 7:08, it's a score of 28-7. And a bad mistake by the quarterback. So Peach County now will take over. Wideouts to either side with a slot take, and they're going to give it to the running back Gibson, and they're going to get a big dose of him. as we roll into the last half of this third quarter. Gain of 4 on the play, 2nd down and 6 as he gets to the 25-yard line. Jefferson will go wide to that far side. They'll have a slot to that side as well. And let's see, we got a timeout by Peach County, and we do. 30 seconds, we'll take it with them, 28-7. From the Ed DeFore Sports Complex, we'll be back after this moment.
Oh my, what a pizza pie! Take one bite and you'll say it too. In fact, take one bite of anything they cook at Stoner's Pizza Joint and they've got you. You'll immediately taste the difference because they make their dough daily, use only the finest cheese and top quality meats. Stoner's even cuts their vegetables fresh every day. Combine all that on the crisp crust taste of a stone oven, and in between bites you'll say, oh my, what a pizza pie! Stoner's Pizza Joint, Forsyth Road, Macon, and Houston Lake Road, Warner Robins.
Welcome back to Ed DeFore Sports Complex. 6:23 to go in this third period of play. It's been all Trojans. They took the opening drive after leading 21-7 at the half, and they drove it for a touchdown, 28-7, a long pass from Antonio Gilbert to Millard Thomas, 42 yards. Finneran extra point was good, and that's where we stand. Westside has thrown an interception as they tried to drive with an ouncer. Gilbert over the middle, and he's got it completed. And let's see who that player is that caught it. Number 9 on the reception, that's Wolfalk, and that's a first down, and they'll get 35-5. Final score, Warner Robins has won 31-9, and that game is over. Demons go to 5-0. Their closest game was against East Peach County Trojans, where they kicked a field goal on the last play of the game to win it 38-35. Throw out in the flat to Kyrus Jackson. No good, incomplete, a little high. $28-7. In a shotgun on 2nd and 10 from the 35. And Gibson out of that wildcat formation will pick up about 8, maybe 9 yards. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 2. Gibson will stay in the shotgun, and the ball is going to go on the ground. If they can tackle him and keep him back, it'll be 4th down, and he reached for it, and he got awful close, but it's going to bring up 4th and about a half a yard to go. And let's see if Coach Chad Campbell elects to go for it here. And it's going to be just about the length of the football is all he's going to need for a new set of downs. And they're going to keep Chris Gibson in that wildcat formation. And let's see, we've got a little discussion. And now Antonio Gilbert has come in. So a fourth down play with a 28-7 lead, and the clock rolls at 4:42. They'll take, and can the quarterback get outside? And he bounces out, and he'll get a first down. He'll get thrown out of bounds right along the 49-yard line of Westside. So he'll pick up 6. Had him stopped along the line, lost his helmet, so he'll have to run to the sidelines. Number 18 will come on. Jalen Gibson. And he'll be the quarterback in the shotgun formation. And the tight end on that side will move. And it'll be a 5-yard penalty, and that's going to bring up first down and 15. That'll move him back inside Peach County territory to along the 46-yard line. .430, clock runs. And it's already 10:20, and we got a quarter of football left. Shotgun. Quarterback throws it over the middle and got a man there, and that was Wolfuck, and he gains his 5 yards back, plus 2 more. He'll take him, let's see where they mark him down. He may get 8 total. And he'll get to the 46.5. Got to go to the 39 to pick up a new set of downs. We're going to call it 6 to go. And we have another penalty. And this is going to be on Peach County, and I'm not for sure what it was. But they backed him up 5 again. Dodge County has beaten Southwest by a score of 38-14. That is a final. So Coach Joe Dupree goes on the road to Dodge County. And Paul's 38-14. Here's the snap. Out in the flat, completed that time. Antonio Gilbert back on the field to play. Went out to Turkel Jefferson. And he catches it at the 47-yard line, so they're right back to where they were on the previous play. And it's going to be second down now and about 9 to go. Let's see where they mark it on the 47. Got to get to the 39. Clock rolls at 3:30. Kyrus Jackson will go to that far side. Jefferson will go with him. In a shotgun, Gibson the lone setback. In at quarterback is Jalen Gibson. Take and look. Going to roll. Got plenty of room. Going to throw out in the flat, and that's going to fall incomplete. And we're going to have a flag, and it's going to be a late flag from the far side of the field, and they're going to get an ineligible receiver downfield on a third down play. And that is the call. And that penalty is declined, and it's going to bring up a third down in about 8.5. So they'll go trips to the far side. Carries Jackson to this near side. Gilbert will be back in at quarterback. Gibson, the lone running back, on a key third down for the Seminole defense. Going to get a spin move. Going to throw to Kyrus Jackson. Boom. He's going to catch it inside the 5. He's going to catch it to the 3. And that is why he is going to Athens, Georgia in a year. Third down and 8, and he just ran by the defender. Got turned around trying to wait for the ball, and it didn't matter. He put those big hands up and long arms, and he went up and got it, falling away, and made it look easy. I don't know about easy, but he sure made it look comfortable to do it. So Jackson will go split to the far side. Gibson looking maybe for his 4th touchdown of the night. Take, and they'll go to him. 5-3-2, 2nd and goal with 2:40, and the clock runs. We got a new update. Second and goal at the 2. Take, go to Gibson, and he'll get hammered down. Number 45 came in there and lowered the boom on him for Westside. And that young man's name, we don't know. No, it was Trayshawn Pearson maybe on the tackle. Because they ain't got no 45 on the roster. It could have been 46. Quarterback's going to sneak. Is he going to get in? Touchdown. Gilbert scores from 2 yards out, and that makes it 34-7 with 1:59 to go in the third quarter. So the extra point will come. Snap, touch, and the kick is up and good. Just give him the upright bar, crossbar rather. Timeout on the field. Trojans lead at 35-7. Hey folks, Russell from Gridiron Game of the Week. When you get ready to buy a new car or a newer automobile, there's always the dilemma of what to do with your current car. Well, that's where You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em at 3306 Vineville Avenue comes in. You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em is the original automobile dealership with the owner in mind. For 18 years, You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em has been the only alternative to giving your car to a local dealer on a trade-in or trying to market your car yourself. So when you get ready to sell your old car, give them a call today at 254-6310. That's You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em, 3306 Vineville Avenue. Welcome back to Ed to 4. We've got a little bit of a shocker brewing over at Henderson Stadium in Macon. We've got a score of Rutland 21, the Jackson Red Devils 6. Wow. If that holds, and that's correct, that would be somewhat of an upset here tonight in Bibb County. Kick's going to be taken along the 4. 15, 20, 21, and he'll be corralled down right there. Jalen Barton on the return and gets it back to the 21. Speaking of Rutland, tragic situation at that high school this week. Senior young lady, and I'm sorry, I should have written her name down for tonight's broadcast. I did not. We'll try to look it up and get her name. Involved in a tragic car accident out on 475 in South Bibb County. Outstanding student, outstanding athlete, star on their soccer team, and lost her life in a single car accident here in Macon this week. And I'm sure that's heavy on the minds of Rutland High School and the parents and everybody associated with that school. And who knows? Rutland beating Jackson tonight may be playing a little inspired football for that young lady whose life was cut too short. Minute and 30 to go here, 35-7. Second down and 11 after a 1-yard loss. Dixon back in at quarterback. Look, throws to the outside, and he's got his man out here. That time, Jalen Barden along the 30-yard line, 29 maybe, let's see, yes, 29-yard line. It's going to be third down. Got to pick up 2 here to get a new set of downs with 49 seconds to go in the quarter. Barden this time will split to that far side. LaKelvin Clark will be your lone setback. LaKelvin came in 53 rushes, 342 yards, 345 yards. Going to throw out in the flat, and then he's got Barden again, and he's going to have a first down. He's going to get up to the 40-yard line. So that's going to be a 12-yard pickup and enough for the first down. Barden's had a good night here tonight. Flag on the play, and let's see, we may have a face mask. Check it and see. It is a face mask, personal foul. It'll be 15 yards added to that, and that's going to take them to the 45-yard line of the Peach County Trojans, I think. No, it's a 5-yard penalty. That's what it's going to be. Yes. 45-yard line, yes. First down, Seminoles. Dixon with 23 ticks to go. Throws it outside, got it completed out there. No, it knocked away. Near 25, he was going for Emery. Stops the clock with 15 seconds, be a 2nd and 10. Hit him in the hands, couldn't hang on to it. Scooter Risper will check in. He'll be in the slot to this side. And we've got a busted play, and the quarterback's just going to throw it away, and I'm not for sure what happened over here. The snap came off early, and Victor Dixon looked like half the Seminoles weren't ready for it. So Dixon will get visibly upset as the assistant coach is down there on that play with the Seminoles. Just a bad miscommunication. Third down and 10, ball on the 45-yard line. Barton will be the slot this time. Scooter Risper will be the wideout. Clark will be his lone setback. Peach County going to blitz a little bit. Throw outside. Scooter Risper is going to catch it at the 49-yard line. And that's going to be about a 6-yard pickup. And that's going to end the third period of play. We'll go to the fourth. 35-7. All Peach County will return after these messages.
Oh my, what a pizza pie! Take one bite and you'll say it too. In fact, take one bite of anything they cook at Stoner's Pizza Joint and they've got you. You'll immediately taste the difference because they make their dough daily. Use only the finest cheese and top quality meats. Stoner's even cuts their vegetables fresh every day. Combine all that on the crisp crust taste of a stone oven, and in between bites you'll say, oh my, what a pizza pie! Stoner's Pizza Joint, Forsyth Road, Macon, and Houston Lake Road, Warner Robins.
Planning on a holiday party with friends, family, or coworkers? Texas Border Grill's private banquet room offers seating from 5 to 55. Lunch to dinner 7 days a week. Featuring an amazing menu with aged beef, seafood, and so many other signature dishes. Texas Border Grill.
Welcome back. 35-7 as we get ready to start this fourth period of play. We'd mentioned earlier that Rutland was leading Jackson 21-7. Kind of a shocker as we get ready for this first play of the fourth quarter here. Dixon in a shotgun, gonna look. Nowhere to go, and he's going to go down for a sack around the 42-yard line. And that is going to turn it over on downs on a fourth down play. So Peach County will take over on the Westside 42. The young lady that passed away at Rutland this week was Heather Herod. As we said, she was a senior and an outstanding student as well as an athlete on her soccer team at Rutland for the Hurricanes. And she passed away in a single-car accident earlier this week here in Bibb County. Rutland family, of course, heavy hearts all week. And maybe inspiring them a little bit tonight and what we would call a little bit of an upset as they lead Jackson. So a tough week for the folks at Rutland, and wish them well tonight in their game against Jackson. In a shotgun, new quarterback in the game, and they're going to go to Gibson, and he's going to break off about 8-9 big yards. We'll give him 8. He'll roll into the 35-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd down and 2. Jalen Gibson is the quarterback. Jalen Manuel will come split to this near side. Send a man in motion. And we've got to delay a game. Or false start, excuse me. That'll back him up 5 back to the 40 and bring up a 2nd down and about 8 now. Have to get into about the 32-yard line, 32 and a half, to pick up a new set of downs. They go splits to either side, slots to either side. Send a man in motion from right to left. Quarterback's going to look, throw out in the flat, and he's got a man wide open. 30, 25, fall into maybe the 23-yard line. He'll get all the way to the 22. The completion was to Trayvon Wolfolk, who came into tonight with 28 catches, 220 yards, and 3 touchdowns. So he's been a pretty good go-to back on a conversion play and probably a lot of 3rd down. Go to Gibson. Gibson's got room to run. He'll step in, go from the 22 to the 20, and roll on into the 17-yard line. And he'll pick up about 5 yards. We'll call it 2nd and 5, 10-26, 35-7 is your score. We go to the 10-minute mark, and they'll take and go to Gibson again, and he's going to get inside, but he's not going to get much before he's brought down by number 48 for the Seminoles, and that was Brian Burton, the defensive end, on the tackle on that side. Jefferson checks in with the play. Take, and they'll leave it with the first back through, and that's number 9, Jefferson. Make that Trayvon Wolfolk, and he's going to get stopped right along the 16-yard line. Going to put him about 1.5 yards short of a 1st down, and it's going to bring up a 4th down now. And let's see what Peach County opts to do. Looks like they'll go for it. And they will. And now what are they going to do? They're going to call a timeout. And they do. We'll take it with them. 9:13 to go in the game. 35-7. Key 4th down coming for the Trojans. We will be back.
Before you put your company logo or event name on the streets, say it with authority. Apparel Authority. Now at a new location off Eisenhower Parkway across from Lowe's. Shirts, hats, cups, pens, patches, we put your logo on almost anything. Our team provides quality craftsmanship and custom embroidery, and our screen printing will turn your design into wearable works of art. Call or stop by in person for a quote. Apparel Authority, now at a new location off Eisenhower Parkway across from Lowe's.
Welcome back to Ed DePore Stadium. Russell Lease, glad to have you with us on another Stoner's Pizza Joint Gridiron Game of the Week. And now they're going to reach for a field goal here, and this is going to be a 34-yarder for Finneran. Snap, touch, kick is up, and that kick is no good. He missed it right, so the Seminoles will take over on downs. And with 9:07 to go, let's see what we got here. Macon County leads 14-7 in their game over Taylor County. Thanks to Michael Lau for giving us that. Seminoles will take over on down, and they'll have a new quarterback in. Going to leave it to the up back, and he'll go from the 20 to about the 21. Second down and 9 for the Seminoles there. Under center. And that's going to be a new quarterback in for the Seminoles, and that was Shannon Pearson on the keeper. And that is enough for a first down. Want to thank our sponsors, especially Apparel Authority. It's the preferred apparel provider for DSBN Sports and others, including Mercer University. They have screen printed tees, embroidered caps, polos, and promotional items. Drop it on the ground, and let's see, they're going to call it down right there. And I think we got a false start against the Seminoles, and that's going to be the case. Apparel Authorities, they have a full house, in-house graphic artist and can help you with any of your design needs. They're located at 2081 Visalia Avenue, right off Eisenhower Parkway. Whether it's screen-printed tees, caps, shirts, embroidery items, you name it, they've got an Apparel Authority located in Macon. Give them a call today, 478-287-4060. And they are the official clothier of the DSBN Sports Network. Also want to thank Stoner's Pizza. You park them, you sell them. Texas Border Grill, they're showing the game live at Texas Border Grill tonight. They're also doing it live at Kudzu Seafood. Lee Clack's got about a 96-inch pull-down projection screen down there. You're watching the game live with him, along with the fine folks at Stoner's Pizza right here on Forsyth Road in Macon, Georgia, and on Highway 96 in Warner Robins. Cherokee Brick and Tile, Bill Harden Music, Pawn Max of Macon. Those three, we want to thank them immensely for their contributions to the grand prize on our SEC Pick'em contest every week at Stoner's Pizza each and every Thursday night. Handoff inside, get right back to the line of scrimmage. That's about as far as he goes. Wanted to ask you to join us every Thursday night at Stoner's Pizza on Forsyth Road. We're there from 6:30 to 8. We're talking high school football and lots of college football. Our pick'em contest this week was Georgia at Mississippi State. You have to pick the winner and the score without going over on the winner's side. Got about $80 in prizes we'll give away each week. Going to throw a long fade out here, and it's going to be a great catch. Wonderful catch out here by Jalen Barden, and that's going to get it all the way out to the Peach County 43-yard line. And he just ran a little streak down this sideline. And I'll tell you what, Victor Dixon put it on the money in the first down for the Seminoles. Bringing you back to Thursday night, our Pick'em contest. If you win that week, your name goes into the hat for the grand prize. And here's what you get. If you're one of our two grand prize winners, a choice of an acoustic or electric guitar from Bill Harden Music, a $1,000 Big Green Egg Smoker from Cherokee Brick and Tile, and from Paul Max of Macon, a 12-gauge shotgun, or an AR-15 rifle. And that's another great pass by Victor Dixon and another even better catch by Omar Jones. He turned around with that big paw and just snatched it out of the air. And that's another first down for Westside as they now move inside the 25 to the 24-yard line with 6:33 to go here in this ball game. So once again, come join us at Stoner's Pizza on Forsyth Road each Thursday night. We're live from 6:30 to 8. Going to throw a fade in the corner. And did he go to the well one time too many? Yes, he did, and it is intercepted. Intercepted that time. Who was that on the interception? We'll check and see. And I believe can't tell. He won't turn around. So the corner over there got it anyway for Peach County. And I'm not for sure that wasn't Mike Atkins on the interception, number 6. So Westside will turn it over. And a whole lot of new Trojans going to come in the game now. And at quarterback will be number 14. Well, they'll go to that wildcat formation and go to Gibson again. He's been the workhorse. He'll pick up from the 20 to the 25. Pick up a 5 on the play, and we'll roll under the 6-minute mark to go in this one. Look back at the recap on the scoring. Peach County got on in the first with 2:38 on an 8-yard run by Chris Gibson. Led 7-0. Gibson got his second one in the second period at the 8:11 mark. It was an 11-yard run, 14-0. Then Shannon Pearson got in on a 1-yard run with just a minute and 51 to go in the second. Shannon Pearson got in for Westside. Extra point was good. I made it 14-7. Then with 7 seconds to go, Chris Gibson got his third one of the night. And it was a 4-yard plunge, and we went to the half 21-7. Peach County came out and started the second half, and they drove it immediately. And at the 10:04 mark, it was a 42-yard pass play from Antonio Gilbert to Miller Thomas, and they'll go to Gibson again here. Miller Thomas, and the extra point was good, 28-7, and then Antonio Gilbert with a 1-yard run with 1:59 to go in the third, and that's where we set it, 35-7. The ball will be marked along the 39-yard line, second down, and he's got to get about 5. Got to get to right at that 40. Well, we call it a long 4. In a shotgun, take, and going to throw it out in the flat. And he's got a man out there, and I don't know if he's got it or not. They may give him his forward progress. And went to Jalen Green that time. And it's going to be a first down. Yes, it will. First down and 10. Clock runs with 4 minutes to go. In a shotgun, go to Gibson. He's been a workhorse here tonight. He's going to break outside. He's going to get to the 44-yard line before they run him out of bounds. And so it's a good pickup on a first down and 10. Let's see where they mark him down. We got a flag down. We do have a flag down back at the 46. Line of scrimmage was the 44. That's usually indications of a hold when you spring that back outside on that corner like that. Personal foul, offensive face mask against Peach County. Wow. And that's going to back them up 15 from the 46 to the 31. And that's going to be now a first down. The ball's going to be on the 31. So about a 23 yards to go for a first down here. Staying a shotgun. Gibson will be the lone setback. Throw it out in the flat. Got a man. He's going to break away. Broke one tackle. He's going to get out to the 35-yard line. And that pass play went to number 35, Noah Whittington. And he's going to go from the 31 to the 36. Pick up 5. And that's going to leave him about 19 yards to go. Make it 17 yards to go. 2:56. Clock continues to run. Going to throw out in the flat, and he's got a man out there, and he's going to get up to the 44-yard line. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 10 now. 3rd and 10 as we roll till the 2-minute mark. We don't have any more finals here for you. Gave you everything we had. Tatnall looks like they had won at their game against Washington Wilkes. Taken, handed off inside to Gibson. He'll get to the 45, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And let's see if they'll kick it away. I think they will. Back deep for the Seminoles to go Jalen Barden. Bleckley ended Northeast. The Raiders went down there undefeated. And Ashley Harden, the first-year coach of the Raiders, suffers his first defeat, 21-7. Tatnall won their game on the road against Washington Wilkes, 35-30. That is a final now. Stratford went to Lincoln County, and this is a tremendous, tremendous driving punt that's going to go into the end zone. And that was a great kick. Stratford won 24-13. Dublin was hammering East Lawrence 53-0. Lee County was up 49-0 over Thomas County Central. Dodge County has beaten Southwest, or should have, 38-14. Jones 34-26. They were down in that game with an undefeated record on the line. They come back and they have won it 34-26. Macon County and Taylor County was 7 apiece. 14-7. Macon County now leads in that game. One minute and 34 seconds left to go here in this one from the Ed DeFore Sports Complex. Take, and Victor Dixon's going to throw it out here, try to go to Scooter Risper. And not much out there for him this time. Has to throw it incomplete. .129 to go in this one. Had a slight rain delay. Getting late. About time to go see Frank and Marv and Ben. Take, and he's going to get outside, and he's going to get on the corner. Got one man to beat. Can he do it? No, they'll run him down inside the 25-yard line. The Kelvin Clark. That will certainly help his statistics tonight. And Mom and Dad are certainly excited right in front of us here about that run. And LeKelvin will come off and get a little breather, and that was a good hard run for that young man. Scooter Risper will come to this near side. Dixon have a single setback. Take, and going to leave it in the middle of the field. And that time on the carry for the Seminoles was number 4. And that was Jackson on the carry. Bashawn Jackson. 48 seconds to go, and the Seminoles would like to put one more up on the board. They're going to split Dixon out to that far side. We are tied at Macon County and Taylor County. Look. Going to throw in the corner. Scooter Risper is going to catch it inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. And it's going to be 1st and goal with 29 seconds to go. .24 seconds left here. And let's see if Dixon and the Knowles can put it in the end zone. Take, and going to throw outside, was going to Scooter Risper, and he ran a great route. But he should have stayed outside. He went inside too far. Tried to come back and make up for it. Second and goal with 12 seconds to go on the clock. Snap, touch. Going to throw a fade to that far side, and it's going to get knocked away. So with 6 seconds left, it'll be 3rd down and goal for the Seminoles to try and punch it in. As we said, Macon County and Taylor County were all tied up at 14 apiece. Here it's 35-7. Our player of the game is going to be Chris Gibson. He took him to pay dirt 3 different times tonight. Outstanding job. Throw into the end zone, and with 2 seconds left, it's going to bring up a 4th down. Nope, that'll end it. Well, as we said, our player of the game here tonight is going to be for the Peach County Trojans, Chris Gibson. And hang on, we're going to have there'll be one more play. So Westside will get one more shot to put it in the end zone. Recapping the scoring, it started for the Trojans at 2:38 of the first period. Chris Gibson kicked off an 8-yard run, and 7-0 was your score. He got his second score at the 8:11 mark of the second period. It was an 11-yard run, and it was 14-0. Then Westside finally got on the board with 1:51 to go in the second on a 1-yard run by Shannon Pearson. Extra point was good. It was 14-7. Then Chris Gibson, with 7 seconds to go, he scored from 4 yards out, and that made it 21-7 at the half. Our next scoring play came on the opening drive of the third period as Peach County, as quarterback Antonio Gibson, hit a 42-yard touchdown pass to Miller Thomas. The extra point was good, and it was 28-7. And the Trojans got on the board for the final time at the 1:59 mark with a 1-yard run by quarterback Antonio Gilbert, and we ended at 35-7. Once again, we want to thank our sponsors: Stoner's Pizza, U Parkham, U Salem, Texas Border Grill, Kudzu Seafood, Cherokee Brick and Tile, Bill Harden Music, Pawn Max Incorporated of Macon, Apparel Authority of Macon, the official clothier of the DSBN Sports Crew, Macon Touchdown Club, BT Media Productions, and Middle Georgia State University. Don't forget, Monday night, the Macon Touchdown Club at the Methodist Children's Home on Pierce Avenue will welcome Jerry Glanville, the former head coach of the Atlanta Falcons. Dinner starts at 6:30 with our program soon to follow. Also, don't forget, Thursday night, Gridiron Gab live at Stoner's Pizza on Forsyth Road here in Macon. We'll be there live from 6:30 to 8 each Thursday night. Come out and talk a little high school and college football. Once again, our final from the Ed DePore Sports Complex. The Trojans win it. They go to 4-1 on the season, 35-7. We'll see you Thursday night, everybody. We'll see you next Friday night from the stadium. That's going to do it. 35-7, your final. Peach County wins it. We'll see you next week. Our time is up. We thank you for yours.